guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what is on my iPhone 12 Pro, specifically highlighting some of the useful apps for students and my favorite iOS 15 features. Let's start with the iOS 15 features. First, it's definitely the fact that you can directly copy and paste words from pictures. So here I have this to-do list that I made back during the first week of school, and by hovering and holding over where the text is present, I can directly copy and look up these words. Another thing is if you have any times written, then you can directly select and add it to your calendar as a new event, which makes staying organized as students even more efficient. Next, it's the ability to selectively filter and block out calls and notifications. I absolutely love this feature because before this, I had all of my notifications turned off with the exception of a few people. And oftentimes I would miss a few important notifications here and there. So with iOS 15, you can put it in Do Not Disturb, Sleep, Personal, or Work mode, most of which you can customize yourself. So the notifications from apps and specific contacts. You can also set it up so that when you turn on one of these modes, people trying to reach or text you will be informed. In this way, people will know that you're offline and busy and not just purposely ignoring their text. Of course, aside from the 4 modes, you can add additional ones for fitness, driving, or gaming. Lastly, you can now scroll between tabs in Safari horizontally as well as group them. You're also able to sync them across all of your Apple devices, which I find super useful because especially if I'm browsing on my phone and I come across a useful source, I can directly access and bookmark it on my computer in Safari. And now moving on to what is on my phone and the 5 useful apps I recommend for students. The phone that I have is the iPhone 12 Pro in Pacific Blue with 128 gigabytes of storage. My case is a floral design, which brings me to mention the sponsor of today's video, Casetify. Casetify is a brand that specializes in phone cases and tech accessories. Their cases are made of 50% recycled material and are slim and protective, especially for their impact cases, which are made with a 2-layer construction of Chi-Tech and drop test approved for drops up to 6.6 feet. So here I'm dropping my impact case out of frustration, even though the case literally says to be patient. And as you can see, everything is perfect as it was before the drop. Casetify cases come in a variety of pre-printed designs as well as ones you can customize with your choice of color and text. Here are some of the designs that I chose: the Spring Botanical 2, Be Patient with Yourself Floral, custom clear case with my name, and a custom engraved case with the word Serendipity. The antimicrobial coating also keeps your phone cases germ-free, killing 99% of bacteria, which is honestly perfect for a time like now. So with Casetify cases, you really get the best of both worlds, protection and personality. If you're interested in customizing or purchasing a case for yourself, then head over to casetify.com/revising to get 15% off today. And now we'll get on to the what's on my iPhone portion of this video. My current wallpaper is this checkered plaid design, and going in, the first thing that I have is this widget with a monthly calendar overview and the immediate and upcoming tasks I have for the day. As you can see, I need to film and edit this video as well as do some anatomy modules afterward. And I'm honestly super late to the whole widget trend, but here's how I made mine. First, you need to download the app called Widgetsmith, where you will be able to make small, medium, or large widgets. They come with a lot of templates you can choose from for time, weather, steps, or calendar. So select whatever you'll need, but once I've chosen a template, I will go in to make the text and border the color sage green and background white, which matches the color scheme I'm going for. Once you've made the widget, go back and hold on to your home page, click on the plus button at the top left and scroll down to Widgetsmith and then add the widget that you just made. You can also move it around however you'd like. Below my calendar widget, I have another small widget with the saying everything's nice. Realistically, it's not, but you know, it's for the positive vibes. Moving on to apps, the first one that I have is Apple Calendar, which I use on a daily basis to keep track of my class and meeting times. Then I have Gmail, which has my YouTube and personal email account, Camera, which I rarely use these days since I never go out, and Photos, which contains random screenshots and mostly pictures of food from when I do go out. Then I have Clock, which I mainly use the functions of the stopwatch, alarm, and time zone. Notes for jotting down anything and everything that comes to mind. The page that I have open is just my list of go-to bubble tea orders. videos. And finally, on this page, I have maps and weather. Moving on to the next page, I have another small widget with the saying daily reminder, smile, drink water, workout, all that stuff again, just trying to get those positive vibes. And now moving on to some of my favorite apps for school. First one is Smart Tasks, which helps you organize your tasks by the day of the week and category. First, I start by creating my categories, which are usually academics, extracurriculars, research, YouTube, and personal, and you get to select a color for each of those categories, as I'm doing here. Later on, I realized that I want to keep the green theme going, so I changed everything to some shade of green. Now we're going to add our first task by going into the next 7 days. You can click the button at the bottom right to add a new task, then type in the name and select the category. You can swipe left to delete and right to complete. Once you've completed the task, they are all stored in the completed folder for the sake of satisfaction. Next app that I have is Forest, or the free alternative, Flora. This is a super simple and effective timer to help you stay focused during your study sessions. I love how you can adjust the amount of time of each study session, as well as the little incentives with the coin and purchasing new quote-unquote plans. Then moving on to some general social media apps, I have FaceTime, which I use to call my friends, WeChat to call my grandparents, Instagram for wasting time that should totally be spent on doing work, hence I've tried to set a restriction on accessing the app. Then I have Facebook Messenger, Health, which I have not gone on walks in quite some time, and RIM, which is a sleep tracking app that is connected to my Apple Watch. And moving on, we have Notion, another one of my favorites for school. This is my current homepage with all of my university and social media plans and files. It's hard to utilize all of Notion's features on your phone, however, check out the link in my description to access my 2020 and current templates and the corresponding Notion tour videos. Next, I have Flip Clock, which is literally just the name. I find that it doesn't add too much to your study session other than to display the current time, but it's a free app and the time can be displayed both horizontally and vertically. The last app that I would recommend for school is Waves, which is another time blocking and tracking app. I really like it because it presents your day visually in a circle, color-coded by the different categories of tasks you plan on doing. And the My Moai feature allows you to connect with your friends and see what they're up to. Finally, more basic apps. I have App Store, Safari, and Google Docs, which I use to type most of my notes. I also have Outlook for my school email and Microsoft Teams to attend my online lectures. And for obvious reasons, I have a bunch of miscellaneous apps hidden, which I use maybe once every couple of months, so I'm not going to go through each of those. And in the doc below, I have 3 apps: my phone and messages for staying in contact with people, and Spotify for listening to music when I'm studying, relaxing, or just trying to fall asleep. And I will link all of my accounts and playlists in the description box below, and that is it for what is on my iPhone. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out more of my content, and all of my social media will be linked in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!